y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a fun video, one that I love to film, and that is our June Patreon kit. Now, if you're not familiar with what this is, every month we release SVGs. Now, those SVGs are available for our $4 or more a month patrons to use as personal level. If you're $10 or more a month level, you get these for commercial use, and then if you sign up for the $45 a month level, you get access to everything before, plus you get the kit. So for this month's Patreon kit, there's 7 different SVGs, and we'll show you all those. Your t-shirt, which this is a Tultex Aqua shirt. Now remember, the standard size that we ship is a large. If you need a different size and you sign up, please message us on Patreon so we will know what size to ship your kit. Then also you'll get the vinyl. So this month we're playing with some DecoFilm Soft Metallic, which is one of my favorite materials. So you get white, red, blue, hollow shine gold. You see how it's got that holographic to it? And black. Now, so you'll get all of this shipped to you at the beginning of June. We do these kits, we post the tutorial about 2 weeks before we ship the kit, so that way if you have time to decide, and you can cancel at any point. And then the SVGs are pretty much for the month, the next month. So this is like 4th of July stuff, kind of that thing. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we'll go over how to make this. You can see we're on my Patreon page, which is www.patreon.com. So these are the June Patreon SVGs. So as you can see, there's 7 different ones. I'm going to choose the stars and the stripes. And as you can see, that downloads right there. And now we're going to go down here to Cricut Design Space. Okay, so I have already uploaded all the SVGs so you can see them. So there's the stars and stripes. There's American Babe, American Mama, 2 different Happy 4th of Julys, American Vibes, and USA. Now, the reason why it's all this is because it is 4th of July. So we're going to choose the Stars and Stripes design. So we're going to click Insert Image. And I have lots of videos on how to import in these SVGs if you have any questions. So this is what she looks like. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and ungroup her. And we want to go ahead and start selecting all of like our stripes first, because these are going to be cut in the gold hollow shine. There we go. Okay, we want to go ahead and weld that together. And then I want to make sure that we caught everything, so we're going to make it invisible. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with our star pieces. I'm just taking and holding the shift key, and I'm selecting all the pieces. There we go. And we're going to weld that together. Got a couple of pieces that missed, but it's okay. Now weld. And we're going to make it where we can't see it. Okay? Now again, we're going to go by color and start selecting all of our white layer. There we go. And see, we have a few more white pieces, but we're doing this, as I said, in stages. I'm not going to keep the black. I'll just have this shirt show through for that. To not really one that we definitely need, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and weld the reds. Welding our blue. So as you can see, kind of going through and doing this in stages definitely helps when you've got all these small pieces. But, you know, it's okay. This part takes time. But if you take your time when you're doing this, this definitely helps everything else out. Like once you've got this done, it's so much easier. So, as you can see, I mean, like we're getting there. So let's select some more blue. There we go. Go ahead and weld. Each time you kind of weld things together, it makes it a whole lot easier. Let's see if we can finish out the white. Okay. So we're just grabbing our pieces. Welding all 3 layers of the red together. See, just slowly but surely kind of going through. Okay. See, now we got more red. Lots and lots of little pieces. But we're almost there. Okay. Okay. Oh. Let's undo that. I chose the wrong one. So, there we go. Now it's all welded. Why did it change you? Nope. Undo. There we go. Okay, sometimes you have to kind of go around. So we can make sure that everything is good. So now we're going to get rid of the white, get rid of the red. So there's our blue layer. So we can make it where we don't see the blue, and then there's the red. Okay, that looks correct. The white, that looks good. And then each section of the gold hollow shine. So I like how everything looks. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. Now we can send this to cut. So we're going to go ahead and click on Make It. There we go. Now, because we are cutting this in HTV, we do want to make sure to mirror our design. There we go. Awesome. So now we have all of our colors. We're going to go ahead and click on Continue. Now, since we are using the DecoFilm Soft Metallic, the regular Everyday Iron-On is a good choice. It's a little bit thinner than that, but not thin enough where you can't use this. So if you'll give me a moment to change the camera angle, we'll go over how to make this. So as you can see, I have my vinyl cut. Now we're going to weed it on camera, just this piece, because I decided for length of time for the video, you don't need to see me weed everything, because it's doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like watching SpongeBob and stuff like that. It's like 20 years later. So we're going to remove the white part, which is the full center. You can hear them still working outside, so, you know, it is what it is. Pretty much on this, it's almost any of the cut marks. But this is going to look so good. So good. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I like working on these more complex designs like this especially just weeding it. There's something relaxing to me still to this day about weeding, especially HTV. I love working with HTV. It is still my favorite thing in the entire world. So much so. There we go. I think this is gonna be so cute. And there is a lot of HTV left over, so this is something you can do multiples of the projects, because each of the sheets of the DecoFilm soft metallic that you get in the kit are 12 by 19 inches. So they are pretty good size sheets, so you can do a lot of different designs with it, just in case you're wondering. Anyways, let's take our time. And to me, part of it is like when you go to weed all this and you start to see how everything comes together. Like as you weed it, you can see the design becoming the actual design. Is another part that I absolutely love. And we are almost finished with this piece. Now I do have the heat press preheated to 305 degrees because when you are working with DecoFilm soft metallic, they do require a lower temperature. And a couple of other tips and tricks is you want to make sure your vinyl is cooled once you heat it on before you pull off the plastic, because the thing with this vinyl is it is extremely soft and malleable. So one of the things about it is, with it being that soft and malleable, it will melt, if that makes sense. So we're going to set this stuff to the side, put up our kit, grab our t-shirt. There you go. And if you hear the printer going off in the background, there's not much I can do. It does this cleaning thing every single day, you know. It is what it is. Okay, so got the collar of the shirt off plus both of the seams. I'm gonna grab my t-shirt guide, which I have a 16 by 20 inch press, so I use a 16-inch t-shirt guide. And I'm gonna go in with my biggest color first, which is the blue. So this is the biggest layer. So we're gonna fold it in half, sticky side facing out. There we go. That looks good, doesn't it? Okay. Cover with the Teflon sheet. And now we're gonna heat for about 5 seconds. This material heats in about 5 to 7 seconds. So it doesn't take a lot of time to heat it. So let me go ahead while that's cooling. I'm gonna grab my red layer. Okay. Removing the clear slowly. There we go. Doesn't that look so pretty? And I love the shine that happens with the DecoFilm soft metallic. That's another reason why I love the material. Okay. Now we're going to place our other pieces. And sometimes you kind of have to finagle your shirt, because the thing with working with HTV is it does stretch, it does change. So part of the time, like when you're going to add another layer and stuff, you kind of have to play with how everything lines up. So it's best to start like with one side and then kind of work your way around. See what I'm saying? There we go. And you can work with this in smaller sections, and sometimes that makes it easier, but it kind of just depends. So now we're going to cover and heat for about 5 to 7 seconds. Nothing major. Okay. Now while that's cooling, I'm going to grab my white layer. So typically I like to work with doing go from biggest to smallest as far as layers go. That seems to work out best for me. And always remember, when you go to remove the clear sticky, go low and slow, because DecoFilm will break on you. But it's such a great material. And you can see what I mean about how, like, once you start getting all your pieces together, about how cute this actually is. Like, come on now. Tell me you don't like that. Okay? We're gonna cover again. 5 to 7 seconds. Okay. Now, one thing I will tell you about DecoFilm white is, because of the way that this material is, it does take on the color underneath. So it almost has like, makes it more of like a tone on tone appearance than just like straight up bright white, in case you're wondering. Okay. Again, we're going to remove the clear plastic layer. Doesn't that look so good? There we go. Now we've got our final, which is, this is my favorite, the Gold Hollow Shine. Like, it just adds something extra to the design. There we go. Now we're going to cover again, heat for the 5 to 7 seconds. Now, one thing I will tell you too is, whenever you are working with so many colors in the DecoFilm soft metallic like this, the more colors you put, the easier it is for things to mess up, if that makes sense. So, like, because each layer you remove this clear plastic off of, you can see it leaves an indentation. So you always want to do like a final heating. But again, you got to be careful, because each time, because this material is so soft, you can break it, distress it, that type of thing. Which, I mean, for this design, I think it would be cute if you distressed it. So if you did mess it up, it's okay. So now everything's done, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about on camera. You see how there's like these lines from where the clear was on these. We're going to go ahead and cover one more time. We're gonna heat this for the full 5 to 7 seconds. There we go. We're gonna remove the Teflon sheet slowly but surely. And there we go. Look how cute that looks. So remember, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the notification bell icon next to it, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we do a live. But I guess that's it. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.